and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Now inside the 25. Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Amari and Hampton. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You look at this Raiders defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give them some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Chargers, first down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's a rookie from Clemson. A gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Herbert.
At the 29-yard line.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To the air again, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Chargers.
Here's Herbert. He gets this to Hampton. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Amari and Hampton taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
That ties the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7.
To kick off for the Chargers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Second and a couple.
70 Ranger. Get it. 19. 70 Lions. Ready.
That's complete yet again to Fulton. Down to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Fulton with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Raiders 14, Chargers 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 42-yard line.
On the jet sweep, it's McConkey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Gain of 4 yards.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
That one complete to McConkey. And he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Past the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked down. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Chargers 13.
Chargers.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over first and 10 at their own 28.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Lions.
Up the middle with Barkley. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bison. Bronco 80. Check out.
Ward now working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8.
Raiders 21, Chargers 13.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Chargers first down. A gain of 21 yards.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. TJ Watt in on the tackle.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
On third down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
A gain of 3.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a fourth down.
A gain of 6. And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 40.
First down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Raiders had 8 and 6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To throw, here's Ward. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
Ward from the gun on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
23-yard line.
Let's go. 19.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Trap 60, trap 60. Get up. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. And second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Viking 18.
Ward. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Go.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Chargers 19.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
No, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Barkley, inside handoff. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Guys, man, it's Thornton. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play, forcing him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
J.K. Scott in punt formation.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Pushing through the contact. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Oh, my God, bro.
Dante Thornton on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And running with power here. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Herbert off of play action. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
16 more yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
11 more yards. That's another Chargers.
Herbert now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And the Chargers.
Now Herbert going to change the look.
1st and goal.
Hampton will score. Touchdown Chargers.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
The Chargers.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Keeps the score. Raiders 35. Chargers 25.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back. So here's an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders are able to secure it. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
At the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready, right?
Here's Ward. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
25 yards on the play. And the Chargers first down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now this one finds McConkey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 74.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Raiders.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Chargers first down.
Play action. It's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Hampton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hit.
Now it's Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert back to the air. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Down at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. Zone read, a give to Hampton. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hampton going to try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Omarion Hampton taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is down to a field goal.
32.
Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
And he fires one incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Step Warrior, 70. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. And this is caught inside the 5. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Go!
Barkley will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to get them back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin to drive at the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Fighting his way through contact. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Oronde Gadsden, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Baylor Tiger.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here.
The onside kick.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Hey, check that. Check. Bring it. Cowboy 80. Check, go.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And down to the 36-yard line here. 111 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
60 Bobcat.
To throw is Ward. And he is caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Ready.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. That is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
60 Eagles. Ready.
Throwing now, Ward. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back, who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
19.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Chargers 38.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Oh my God, I threw some stupid shit, man. Damn. I just threw some dumb shit.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Oh my God, I just did some bullshit. Well.
Drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Vegas, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing is Ward. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Damn, I blew this shit, man.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display.
It's all good.
To polish it off.
I miss my umbrella.
Handoff to Barkley. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Damn! That's what I get, man. Changing shit up, not playing with my shit.
This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea they can take the air out of the football.
I thought with this playbook, though. This playbook, all right.
Really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Ready? Cougar 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
From the gun, here's Ward. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Las Vegas,
1st down. Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
18 Cardinal. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Cup 19. Cup 19. Check smash. Check smash. Dragon 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. To try here for the extra point. And the kick is no good, but
they get it, nigga.
He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call.
Yeah.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity.
Hey, send that shit. I'm about. How long y'all got? Send it. Yeah, send it. I'm about to join.
As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to Hampton on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
A run once more with Hampton.
38-yard line.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11.
Trying to run forward with Hampton. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, hits Hampton. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That is caught at the 7. Throw out wide is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They will run forward with Hampton. They're brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
A gain of 4 yards.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Send it. Oh.
Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Me and my homie.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Let's go. Let's go, let's go. 5-9, 5-9.
One last throw here for Herbert. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.